Ex-girlfriend attempted suicide. I saved her life with CPR. She filed a false restraining order against me, lived in my car for 2 weeks, defended myself in court without a lawyer, and won. I'm a 30-year-old guy from Mexico who is living in Atlanta. I'd opened a small Brazilian bar. I speak Portuguese. Most of my friends are Brazilian. That's where I met this girl from Portugal. We hit it off and started dating. A few months in, she had a falling out with her roommate when their lease ended. She had nowhere to go, so I let her move into my place. I was living alone with my dog in a 3-bedroom house. Her family even came to visit from Portugal, and I let them stay too. We were doing well, even started a cleaning company together that was actually making good money. Eventually, we rented a bigger place together. The lease was under my name, since I had all the proper documentation. She was amazing, except she had a drinking problem. Sometimes she'd drink way too much. The day we moved into the new place, we had some stupid fight. Can't even remember what it was about. But the fights kept happening, so we eventually agreed to break up but maintain our 50-50 business partnership and live together until the lease ended. Then came the night that changed everything. Her mom knocked on my door around midnight saying my ex was acting weird. I went to check on her. She was just drunk and half asleep. We even joked around a little, and I told her mom to just let her sleep it off. The next evening around 8 p.m., I heard her weakly calling my name from her room. I went to check, and she was vomiting. I figured it was just a bad hangover, but when she looked at me, her face was pale as a ghost, lips turning blue, and she could barely speak. She pointed at her bed with a shaky hand. Half-empty bottle of Tylenol PM. Pills scattered everywhere. She had overdosed. I immediately called 911 and checked her pulse. While I was still on the phone with the dispatcher, she stopped breathing completely. Pure panic mode kicked in. I started doing CPR, compressions, rescue breaths, the whole thing. When the paramedics arrived, they took over and rushed her to the hospital. She survived, but spent 10 days in the hospital and another 10 in a psychiatric facility. That's when she got diagnosed with bipolar disorder. During her entire stay, she didn't want me to leave her side. After she came home, she was so scared of being alone that she even slept in my room again for about a week. For a brief moment, things almost felt normal again, then everything went to hell. What really messed me up was witnessing her literally die in my arms that night. After she got out of the hospital, I completely fell apart. I couldn't eat, dropped almost 30 pounds because I never felt hungry. I couldn't sleep more than 2 hours a night. Every time I closed my eyes, I'd see her face turning blue all over again. I later realized it was PTSD, but at the time I just thought I was losing my mind. She started seeing someone else almost immediately after getting out. Fine, we were broken up anyway. But then one day she barges into my room telling me she's taking over my room and I need to move out. I literally laughed and kicked her out of my room. Besides, the lease had both our names on it. A week later, I'm having breakfast when suddenly 6 sheriff's deputies are banging on my door with guns drawn. She had filed a temporary restraining order against me, claiming I had threatened and physically assaulted her. Complete lies, but they escorted me out of my own home with just my dog. No wallet, no cash, no clothes, nothing. For 2 weeks until the court hearing, I lived in my Camaro with my dog. I showered at the gym and used Quick Trip gas station bathrooms. I tried desperately to find a pro bono lawyer, but nobody would take the case on such short notice. One night while I was sleeping in my car, cops woke me up because someone had reported a suspicious vehicle. I explained my situation, and one of the officers said, "Wait, do you live in that house with a specific description of cars outside?" Turns out they were the exact same officers who had responded the night I performed CPR on my ex. They couldn't believe what had happened. They gave me the incident report number, their names, and said they'd absolutely testify on my behalf if needed. Court day arrived. She showed up with her entire family, 3 friends, and a lawyer. I showed up with just me. I was nervous as hell and thought I was completely screwed. But when it came time to present the case, the judge saw right through her lies. I had the police report from the suicide attempt, testimony from the responding officers, and the timeline just didn't add up with her claims. The judge not only dismissed the restraining order but actually warned her not to use the court system for revenge again, or SHE could face criminal charges. I walked out of that courtroom feeling vindicated, but when I got back to the house, my room had been completely cleaned out. All my cash, credit cards, passport, visa documents, everything was gone. My flight back to Mexico was in a couple of days anyway, so I just ended the lease early, paid the penalty fee, donated what was left of my stuff, left my car parked outside for whoever wanted it, and flew back home to Mexico. What an absolute nightmare. Sometimes I still can't believe that saving someone's life nearly destroyed mine. Edit: a lot of people are asking why I didn't press charges for theft. Honestly, I was so mentally and emotionally drained at that point, I just wanted to get the hell out of there and start over. Looking back, maybe I should have, but I was running on empty and just wanted to go home. Edit 2. Yes, I still have PTSD from that night. I've been in therapy since moving back to Mexico, and it's helped a lot. To anyone dealing with something similar, please get professional help. You don't have to carry that weight alone.